Hey dudes, this is B Junior from Endurance Productions coming at you with a movie review this evening on a slick little remake movie that I actually like. It's not a horror movie this evening. It's just I've been in a Sylvester Stallone mood here lately, but I haven't been in the mood to watch like his more blockbuster films like Rocky movies or Rambo's or any of that type of film. I've been watching these little movies that he's made in the last few years that had either mixed reviews or didn't see a real big time release, or people didn't really like in general, or just trying to take a second look at them, trying to really get more info out of them, trying to give them their due again here in the home setting, watching them on the big tube here and trying to draw a new conclusion for them. One such movie is a little movie that he put out around the year 2000. It's a remake film, and usually I don't dig on remakes myself, but I like the original movie for this one, but I also like this one as well for basically what it is. The movie is Get Carter, of course, with Sylvester Stallone there looking like a Vegas hitman or something there. Get Carter, released in the year 2000, is a remake of an older Michael Caine film from the 1970s of the same title. I like the older Michael Caine film. I do have it on the home recorded classics up there. Watch it every once in a while, just when I get bored or just want something different, want some nostalgic kind of 70s cinema. And I like it in its own right. And what I like about this one, not only that it stars Sylvester Stallone, I like a lot of his movies. I usually like about 75% of all his movies. There's a 25% of his movies that I just don't really care for. But this one I wanted to take a second viewing on to kind of basically sit down and pay more attention to it and just check it out, and no interruptions or anything like that getting in my way. They update the storyline, they switch locations, they take it out of Great Britain, they bring it to, this is sort of like the Americanized version, the Seattle grunge version of Get Carter. It's kind of the Americanized version, yeah. It's not a bad film. The first time around I rented it when it first came out on video around 2001 or so. I didn't think much of it. I said, oh, okay, and then life ensued, and I was still pursuing some education things. I was knee-deep in trying to get a career started, and I wasn't really watching a whole lot of movies then. But got this one the other day for cheap, and I just wanted to sit down and do a little review on it because I actually like this movie. I mean, let me go over the story a little bit, then we'll get more into the special features. The story of the movie is about Jack Carter, title character, comes back from his job of being a kind of like a muscle man for a casino owner or somebody like that, some mogul in Las Vegas. He's kind of like a collector, muscle man, kind of a mob guy kind of guy. Not really full-on mob, but he's like an enforcer kind of guy. His brother gets killed mysteriously back in Seattle, Washington, so he takes a little time out from Vegas and does a trip up there, and it's just all about him going from seedy person to person, trying to put together the pieces of his brother's death and find out what really happened, because there's all these little mysterious things that just don't add up, and he's the kind of guy, he's going to take charge kind of guy, and he's going to find out who killed his brother and why. And it's got tons of people in it that you've seen in other movies. It's got an all-star cast. Miranda Richardson stars in this, Rachel Lee Cook, Alan Cumming, Mickey Rourke plays a strong supporting role in this movie. And of course they got Michael Caine, the original Get Carter, playing a supporting role in this movie as well. It's directed by Stephen Kay. I haven't had a lot of time to research on this one. I'm not real sure what Stephen Kay is famous for directing other than this film. But I do know this movie was based on the novel Jack's Return Home, as the first movie was. That's the basic gist of the movie, and I don't want to say too much else because I want you to go view this movie if you're a Stallone fanatic, or if you like any of his films, or if you just want something different. The best way I can explain this film, it's when you watch it, it's going to feel like an independent film that's masquerading as a studio picture, if that makes any sense whatsoever. Because when you watch it, you know it came out, it was released on video by Warner Brothers, and it was from Morgan Creek Productions and all that. But you know, even though you know the studio was backing it, you still get that kind of a, on the ground, hitting the turf kind of, it just feels like an independent picture for some reason. or a lower budget picture, but it's got production value on the screen. I don't know. Maybe it's just my mind running wild. It's late tonight, but the movie is great. I loved it. It's just got a good sense of style. Some of the things I really liked the way they shot this movie. It had some very good camera work in this movie. I like the way they did the different angles. They did some great dissolves into scenes when he's trying to talk to different people, especially at the first main scene of the movie during the funeral of his brother. I just like how it's not slap you across the face like Transformers Michael Bay style where the camera's moving to where you about have to take Dramamine to watch the movie. It does have some action parts where it's kind of like that, but it's not real overly done. It's just got a good sense of style to the cinematography in this movie, and I really liked how they did it. I like the colors, how they're kind of washed out in this movie as well. You really feel like you're on the wet streets of Seattle and all the rain and everything. Just to kind of carry on what else I liked about the film. I like the soundtrack and the film score. They have both in this movie. It's not, like I said, it's not like done in a Transformer or a big time action movie format where they just bang, zoom, here it comes, it's coming at your face the whole time, the music here, big rock music. No, what they do in this movie, the music's just there, and they just kind of work it into the scene, and it just kind of, and they pick the music right, and the film score in certain scenes just works for that scene. The music is kicking in this movie. I'm going to go find the soundtrack. I'm really going to geek out on this one a little bit. It's like I've refound this movie, or refound a new love for this movie, because it's just a good little film, and I really enjoyed it. It's not an all-out, it's not an action fest. It does have action in it, and some good fist fights, but it's not, it's more like a mystery type, whodunit kind of film too. That's the basic gist of what I like the movie and the story. Let's go over the DVD features here, folks. The DVD is kind of light on features, but it does have some. It has a feature-length audio commentary by director Stephen Kay. I haven't listened to that yet because, like I say, I'm not really big on director commentaries unless I'm just looking for it. It has some decent deleted scenes in there that they could have left in and wouldn't hurt my feelings too much, but I can kind of tell why they took them out, because they were just trying to trim the fat off the steak and get the running time down a little bit. It's got 2 theatrical trailers, some languages and subtitles. That's basically it for the special features on this one. Widescreen 2:3:5:1 ratio Panavision on this one. Very good little movie. I rediscovered it, got it for cheap, sat down, put it on surround sound. It's just got some catchy little tunes, and I like the music to it too. I can't say enough about the music. I was really blown away by the soundtrack again. I don't like the ending song that they ended the movie on. It was just too trendy. I don't know why, but I think they should have picked a little ending piece of music for the end of the movie. Plus, it has a different ending too than I think what was originally shot. The original ending is in the deleted scenes, and it was a little more in the character of Jack Carter, but I can live with the way they ended the movie. This movie I won't give away too much, but it does end 180 degrees different than the original. I'll just say that. Folks, I'm just going to leave you with it on that one, on that note right there. Stallone, remake. Usually don't like remakes, but this one I like just about as much as the original. Get Carter, 2000, Stallone. Check it out whenever you have time, guys. Take care. This has been B Junior's review on Get Carter.